Welcome back to the Karaoke Championship Season 1. Soon I'll explain how the competition works. But now, let's go to the people who matter. The people who say yes or no. Let's meet those judges. AZ Sharif has worked behind the scenes for over a decade, shaping the sounds of artists such as Alston Cock, Natasha Rathanaika, and many more local and foreign acts. He is part of the Sharifs, who are probably some of Sri Lanka's most prolific music writers and producers. They are also the only Lankan act to have produced and written an album which charted at number 16 on the official Australian Industry Association chart, and also having an original on the compilations of global radio giants Radio Express. He has also ventured into being an artiste now with singles such as Heaven, which are charting all local radio stations.
I actually started my music long years ago as an artist and as a songwriter. I believe I wrote my first song when I was about 6 years old. It was a song called Been Around the World, and I hadn't been anywhere out of the country besides being around the world at the time, but that was how exploratory my mind was, and I think that came out in my songwriting. My first encounter with music was when my sister decided to not have any more encounters with music. That was on our little keyboard that my dad bought for her, which she ended up not playing ever again. I've been waiting all of my life for an angel to take me high. Your smile, your eyes bring me back to life. Even to this day, since then I've written hundreds of songs for several artists. I'm pretty much behind the music of artists like Natasha Rathanaika and Alston Cock and various other successful artists that have been nurtured and produced out of this country, and I'm really very much into the production and songwriting side of things. And of course, I do have an act called the Sharifs, which besides the fact that we produce, we also perform, and we're an electronic dance music act. So I'm very interested in all sorts of genres. I'm one of those individuals who likes to dabble with several genres. So musically, I've not really restricted myself to any particular genre, and that's really helped with working with so many amazing artists, not only in Sri Lanka but around the world, and it's been a lot of fun. And I think as far as my biggest achievement out of all of the work that I've done was, I think, producing the album for Alston Cock, which went to number 16 on the Australian charts. And this was not some dodgy charts, this was the official Australian charts. So that was probably our biggest achievement, and I think for me, music has always been a part of me, and it will always be a part of me in the future, and hence why I jumped at the opportunity to be part of this Karaoke Championship, because it's all about the music. 'Cause I could find heaven tonight, and I've been waiting all of my life for an angel to take me high. Your smile, your eyes bring me back to life. I can find forever in you. Every single lie becomes the truth. Standing here, I see right through your eyes. Time for you to bring me back to life. I think there's so much to expect in a competition like this. Since this is the first time it's being done on such a large scale, I think first of all, obviously, we're expecting a lot of good talent to come through, and at the end of the competition, for that pool of talent to just be even more, to outperform themselves in terms of where they were and where they are at the end of the competition. And I think I'm expecting, first of all, that transition. I think we're also going to expect overall the Sri Lankan music industry to grow as a result of these new competitions. So honestly, kudos to Anil Balasuri for being the brainchild behind this fantastic concept, which I think is going to really take off in this country for many years to come. 'Cause I could find heaven tonight, and I've been waiting all of my life for an angel to take me high. Your smile, your eyes bring me back to life.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Sirivardhana, and I'm a judge of the Karaoke Championship Season 1. I've always loved music since a very young age. I've always been singing in choirs over here in Sri Lanka, in Italy, in Canada. So singing has always been a passion, and to actually go out and make my own music has always been a dream. So that's how I got into music. Apart from singing, I have the Stephanie Siriwarlina Foundation. I work with women, youth and children to inspire, empower and educate them. I work a lot with sexually abused young girls. I have projects, education projects in the north, Vakare as well as Colombo. We have a lot of different initiatives, and that's a lot of the work that I do in my day-to-day life, I guess you could say. My other big passion is dancing. I've been dancing for the past 7 years. I was in a troupe. We performed all over, pretty much in New York, Bermuda, Miami, Toronto, so many different places, at salsa congresses, salsa conventions, and it really just, dancing for me is something where you can just connect your body and your soul and just really express what you feel inside. It's such a medium to, you know, just really be yourself without any social boundaries. Actually constricting you like in our day-to-day life. So for me, I love to dance, and that's how I started a dance school. We teach Latin, so salsa, bachata, merengue, wawango, Afro-Cuban, samba. It's a lot of fun. I'm a huge fan of classical music. I love opera. I used to listen to opera every morning as I had my breakfast, so I'm a huge fan. You know, which is, I used to go watch the operas, and it was always me, my grandmother, and I was like the only young person. Everyone else was a bit elderly. But I guess, you know, youth, I guess, need to be into opera a bit more. I love Whitney Houston, I love Beyonce, you know, all the big classical, well, pop artists like Mariah Carey. I love Christina Aguilera, the strength in her voice, it's amazing. Those are artists that, you know, I grew up with. Elvis Presley, he's the only man I really wanted to marry as a child. I was like, oh my God, Elvis Presley. And when I heard he died, I was extremely sad. I was about, I don't know, 9, 10, watching his life story, and I was just like, God, I love this man. He was such a beautiful soul. And I've never actually had, interesting fact, I've never actually had any posters of anybody in my room, but if I did have to have a poster, it would be of Elvis. For some reason, I always somehow seem to have wardrobe malfunctions. I don't know, it's not my forte for some reason. I remember in a dance show in Miami, my heel got stuck in my trousers because we were doing like a hustle, incorporated with, you know, hip hop and some salsa. And then at one point, my heel got stuck in my trousers, and it pretty much kind of went almost down, but it's okay, I managed to save it before the audience got too scarred, so that was fine. My upcoming single is, I've been working with the Sheriffs, and it's gonna be amazing because it's been worked and reworked, edited, and you know, there's been so much work for so long going into it, so I'm sure you're gonna love it. I feel that the music industry in Sri Lanka is taking off, but it still has a long way to go. There's a lot of people who have a lot of beautiful talent, but unfortunately they don't really have an opportunity to showcase it. And I think as a nation we need to support our music industry a lot more, which is why I think Karaoke, the Karaoke Championship, is a great opportunity for people who don't normally have a chance to showcase their talent, to actually come out, to be discovered, and actually, you know, make their dreams come true. At the end of the day, it's all about your dreams coming true. Everybody has a passion for singing, and whoever you are, come join the Karaoke Championships, because who knows, you might be our next karaoke champion.
Well, as you can see, the judges are raring to go. But I'll tell you something, when we put these judges together, it's going to be nothing but sheer entertainment and sheer talent. After the break, I'm going to introduce you to some guest judges. That's right, we're going to have some guests who are very, very well known in the industry to add a bit of more flavour. And let's see what their take is on this karaoke competition.